Okay.
Good evening, all. It's wonderful to welcome you all to Ek Nayi Disha Foundation into the program Babble Gabble. And today I have a lovely guest. He is not a guest, he is more my friend, my mentor, my guider. And I'm honored that he has come for this kind of a discussion. The topic is happiness. So I welcome my guest, come my friend, Venkat. And Venkat, I would like you to please introduce yourself to our lovely audience.
Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti. I'm A.V. Seshagiri Rao. Age is 63 years. And I'm a chemical engineer with about more than 32 years experience in cement industry, out of which around 12 years I worked outside. So I have seen what are the difficulties of various people. I mean, not only in India, even outside the country where I have worked. Unfortunately, Dhaka is a poor country, I mean Bangladesh. And again, I worked in Kenya. I've seen the people suffering, how they are being treated. They are, I mean, very normal and innocent. Still, they are being treated and all. Okay. So now, when it comes to the question of, Jyoti and myself, we know each other, and she has been doing a good job in Naya Disha Foundation, and she talks about, various coaching methods and all. She tells me, which goes out of my heart anyhow. And she told me mental and all, don't believe that I'm a normal human being. I hope so. And she knows much more than me. Now,
So it's lovely for the wonderful introduction, Venkat, you have given about yourself. So I see a lovely smile on your face. What keeps you happy? What do you mean by happiness?
see, basically, happiness in some circumstances, what happens is if your need is fulfilled, you feel happy. Okay, that is situation oriented. Like suppose when I'm thirsty, when I get water, I feel happy. When I'm hungry, I get food. But there is another happiness which is no way connected with any of the situation in which you are. At any point, wherever you are and whatever situation you are, you can help somebody. If you can bring a smile on somebody elsewhere, that gives happiness. I call it that is the true happiness. Like what you are doing in old age care home, or what you call it. Yeah, these sort of things. When you really just, you don't need to do anything great. Just wipe out the tears, sit there and talk to them for 2 minutes. They'll be happy. Most of the old people and all nowadays, they don't have companions to pour out what they are. Just by doing that also, we can bring smiles on their face. So, what I mean is this is situation, they are not connected with any situation. You are in. Wherever you are, in whatever way you are, whether you are poor, rich, or anything. So, if you can share whatever you have with others, that brings happiness. So that's what I feel actually.
Yeah, for example, you coming online today on my program Babble and Gapple, it's like an honor for me. You are connecting with me from Vizag. This is my happiness, and mentally, I am so excited and honored, Venkat, to see you on this platform. For me, this is a happiness which cannot be expressed in words. So, like this.
Yeah, see, probably the technology bridge is bridging the gap of physical distance, but mentally there is no distance everywhere. Even you are in India, and I'm outside. Even also we can be together. So that's what happens actually when you are working with people. what the mental connect is more important. That brings happiness. See, I had been to, I keep on, when I was in Bangladesh, I used to, it's a poor country. The moment your car stops, there are 100 people will come and beg you. So
Yeah.
I used to give whatever I could. One day my companion, the person who was sitting at, so, now don't give them that cheating. I said, out of 10 people, 9 people cheat me, it's okay. But if I don't give money to the one person who is needy, that smile I miss, that means I missed my life there. So that is the thing. The small happiness, okay, if you are cheated 9 times, one time if somebody is there, if you give him, if you help him, that's okay, that's great. So
Yeah.
that is what happiness, helping somebody in need in whatever way you can. It may not be great thing, just whatever I give one taka, 2 taka, maybe 10 taka, with that fellow is not going to build mansion, or I'm not going to lose anything and come out on the road. But that very 10 taka may give him, may solve his immediate problem of hunger or maybe water or maybe profit, whatever it is. That
Very
is
true.
what I like actually. That is what you are doing. I mean, I'm only saying, but you are doing it practically. That is what.
Because people like you are part of this journey in NGO, Venkat. So that is the reason, that is my strength in going along in my mission or my passion. I'm following just my passion. Venkat, one thing I'll tell you, you wrote in that Facebook, one of your article really, I felt very moved by that article where you said your friend had a cancer and but you got an opportunity to stand by her
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
And though you were disturbed, but she was not disturbed. So I think that the feeling of gratification that you got an opportunity to be by her side, even I feel you must have somewhere felt happy that you are there by her side. That kind of a
Yeah.
gratification and thanking
See,
almost.
the people say that rather than medicines, many times these sort of, just talking to them, that cures a lot. So when you are, so like there are many people here, as I told you earlier, old people, who don't have anybody to talk to them. Because it's not, actual system is like that. Nowadays, nuclear families are not there, only, 4 people, wife, husband, maybe their parents or kids. Wife and husband go to work and kids go to school. The old people, if they are two, they can talk to each other. Suppose that fellow is single, parents are single, either father or mother only. Whom do they speak to? Nothing. So that is where actually the help comes. Just neighbor, if you go and come, it will be. That is actually I am also suggesting, maybe planning also in my way to do it. Maybe I want to start an orphanage and old age home together, so they can help each other. Okay, both need support, emotional support. I call it emotional support. That is what each of them can provide to the other. Old people can give them the parental care. These boys, these orphans are children are missing, and the vice versa. That would be
Absolutely.
the ideal.
Yeah,
You also
exactly.
should attach something there.
Yeah, Venkat, I'll tell you, as per the Oxford Dictionary, what we read, okay, we follow, in that, the meaning of happiness given as pleasure. Okay. But I feel pleasure and happiness is different. Do you feel the same, or for you, the pleasure or you feel the happiness is one and the same?
What is that? Pleasure and happiness.
Yeah, as per Oxford Dictionary, it says that happiness means it's a pleasure. But for me, I feel there's a bit difference in pleasure and in happiness. So,
Yeah,
do you
in my
feel the same?
view, pleasure is physical. Okay, I'm pleasant now. Maybe physical. That is okay, but happiness is something to do with your mind. Even
Okay.
if you are not, pleasure may not be there, but still you can be happy. See, it may be a difficult situation where it is not pleasing you, but still you can be happy. So that is what I am telling you. Pleasure is mostly physical, I believe, whereas happiness is connected with the mind.
Very
I
right.
don't know. How do you feel?
No,
Is
I
it
feel the
correct
same
or
thing. Yeah, Venkat.
that's great? Yeah.
Yes. I absolutely agree with you. This is what even I feel, that pleasure is something, though it gives happiness, but it is a temporary happiness. But the mind, which it gets the happiness from doing something, like for me, going to an old age home, just talking for some time to inmates, or suppose I just helped a student with his or her studies. So that happiness remains with me, maybe not for an hour, but more than that, maybe for a longer period. So I really agree with you that there is a difference between a pleasure and a difference between a happiness. But I feel today's generation, when we go to office, this is to my audience I'm talking to, that when we go to office, most of the time it is seen that we are not happy with what we are doing. We are doing because that is our commitment to the family or to ourselves, to fulfill any responsibilities. For example, for me too, when I was going to office and I was working from the age of say 15 and a half, 16 years old, when I started my working, I was working, but I was not happy with working. But today what I am doing, this is my happiness. It's like I'm following my passion. So uh, would you like to say something on this, that should we take our work as a passion and work towards it, or work is work and happiness is outside the work?
Yeah, unless, see, the passion, as long as passion is there, automatically happiness you will get it. If you don't have passion in what you do, that happiness will be missing. But sometimes, okay, in some of the jobs, what the youngsters they do, I mean, they say they are not passionate, they are not interested. I mean, it can be created. It's not that everybody is not born with passion for all the. Sometimes it is not necessary to get a job of your probably wish or passion or nature. I mean, you can create it. What is there? Unless you enjoy everything, what you do, it's very difficult. There is no point in killing ourselves. You know, right? I call it is killing ourselves. What is the point? You do something which you don't like, and you will do mistakes, and boss will give you bang, and you will be unhappy. What is the use? I mean, it's a vicious circle. Somewhere you have to cut it. So we enjoy it. Actually, I don't know this forum what I should say and all. The adverse, unless you start enjoying adverse circumstances, you cannot be peaceful in the life. Enjoy everything. It's not that okay, I enjoy only, I take only bad, good, I leave bad. It's not in our hand. If things do happen, whether you wish or not, otherwise the fellow who is sitting on the top of everybody, he will be of no work. Everybody wants only good thing. What he will do with the bad? So it happens. See, how do you define good? Unless bad is there, good is not there. It's only comparable. So everything is good. That is why actually I posted a story. It is something you can, I mean, I don't know, you cannot read it. One fellow goes and asks God, give me 100, give everybody 100 crores. I said, okay, I'll give. Then what do you eat? I said, what do you eat mean? I'll eat rice. Where do you get rice? I said, I'll go and buy. Who will sell you? Because farmers, they don't produce because they have got 100 crores. Why should they produce? Okay,
Okay.
then I eat something else. Whatever it is, where do you eat? Restaurant. Where the restaurants are not there because they have also got 100 crores. They will not work. Then like this, he will keep on telling. Then he say, what do you do? Okay, then God, now you made me realize it. Don't give everybody 100 crore, give me only 100 crore. Don't give anybody anything. I mean, then God says, many people, you never change. That free beast, the free, everything comes free, we are thing. We are, happy with whatever we get free. No, it's not that thing. See, when you start giving, you get, giving in the sense, not what God, not dole. Don't give it as a dole. You see, you are giving from your heart. That is where the people are happy. If you, even a beggar, if you just throw money, he will not like it because you are insulting him. Instead of that, just give him there, give him properly the money, he will be happy. So the way actually the so-called body language. So the people even working at my fear, they should create their own happiness. Otherwise, it's very difficult to continue working.
Very rightly said, Venkat. It's like, anything what we get free, or even if we throw money, actually you can't buy happiness. It is to be felt, it is to be realized. That is what our happiness is all about. And do you want to say something more on the happiness, or how it is to be acquired, or how it reflects in the family if you are happy within?
Naturally, once one person is happy, happiness is, I would say, it's contagious. It spreads. If you are gloomy, then the gloominess spreads. If, for example, in your house, if you are happy, your kids will be happy, your husband will be happy, your parents-in-law will be, everybody will be happy. The smile, whatever we give, that is what, when you, for example, you are working, you go to your old age home, you go with a smile, and that is what actually the radiation from that makes them happy. So they also smile, and I would say it's lighting the entire area, a dark area like that. So that is the thing. See, that is what you have to make the situation lighter, not complicated or heavy with our gloomy faces. We are not here. God has sent us not to make others gloomy. Ready, if we cannot make them laugh, at least don't make them gloomy. So, see, everyone has problems. If everyone is having problems, because he has a problem, if that fellow sits gloomy, you find 100 people sitting there, all are gloomy.
Absolutely.
So everyone has got problem, okay. And everybody thinks my problem is great. As if, then as compared to that, you see the people, the Prime Minister who has to worry about 134 people today because of Corona, he is smiling. Then what is you and me? We are only taking care of half a dozen people. So forget about it. Forget of problems will be there with that. Let us enjoy our problems too. That is what I feel.
Yes.
What I say to the people.
Very rightly said, Venkat. I feel that, happiness is something in our mind. It has nothing to do with surroundings. It is, as you have also rightly said, that even if we are working or at home, even if somebody is, being negative towards you, but the way you take it, it's all depend upon you. So everything, nothing can affect you unless you let that affect you. So happiness is something that you have to keep your mind open. You should be open minded, absorb the positivity even from the negative person, because a person may have negative and positive, both the things. So I feel if I keep concentrating on person's negativity, I will never be happy. I'll always get agitated when the person is around. But if I think the person has a good qualities, and let me just absorb those qualities in me, I'll surely be happy whenever anybody is around me. So that positivity keeps our mind always open and welcome people and remain happy. Do you agree with me?
Correct. That's correct. That's true. Really 100% true. See, You can learn you can learn at least something from everyone. You know, whether it's a peon or a beggar or simply whosoever it is, any person other than you can teach you something, provided you find out. Not that the moment you say, okay, I don't want to take it, then it's okay. If you don't want to take it from somebody selective, then we are the loser, not he. So that positive outlook will not there, then ridiculous. There's no point. Because,
Exactly.
when I was working in Chennai, I used to say, my friend, even our peon also teaches something. Just observe him. The way when he comes to office before us, he leaves after us. Still, that smile never goes on his face. The peon used to be there in our office. So I said, let us learn from him. What is that? We get ready one project, we deal, and the problem comes, the customer comes and we start worrying. Okay, I mean, this customer somewhere mistake. If we do mistake, let us accept. If we don't do mistake, even a customer comes, oh, let him take those things back. What is that? See, when you have not done any mistake, you need not bother. If you do mistake, then you accept it simple. In both cases, there is no need for you to be unhappy or good.
Very true.
That's
You
what I
are,
feel. Yeah.
Venkat, you're really reminding me of a movie called Munna Bhai MBBS. It's a Hindi movie.
Yeah.
You know, in that it says Pyar Ki Jhappi. Okay. So to make a person happy, just make him feel that he is worth it. You know, he is worth of being hugged or cuddled or appreciated. So that small gestures make anybody happy. I really feel that Mahatma Gandhi has rightly said that when you think and what you do and what you say, when all these three things are syncing together and they are in a harmony, that is a happiness. If I'm saying something and I'm thinking something else and I'm acting something else, then I'm creating an unhappiness for myself. So I
Yeah.
feel, yes, Venkat.
That is what even in Indian thing, Manasa Vacha Karma. That is what you think, what you say, and what you do. All these things, Manasa Vacha Karmana, it has to be only one. So that unless you believe in heart, see, unless you believe in heart and the thing Manasa, you cannot say. If you say, you have to do the same thing. You say something, do something that is not acceptable. So Manasa Vacha Karma, it has to be only single. Once you do that thing, happiness automatically comes. See, basically, once Buddha, it seems, Buddha went for alms, he used to go and beg, get, and this. He went, one fellow, he started firing him. You are lazy character, come in the morning, beg and go, and you don't do anything and all. Buddha was smiling all through. And he said, why are you smiling it? He said, he said, okay, suppose you give me something, 1 rupee, I don't take it. So what do you do? It will be with me, he said. That means if I don't accept it, it will go back to you, right? And he said, yes. So whatever you gave now, scolding and all, I don't accept it. Then he went out. So then he realized it is that bucket. So that is what is Buddha. So that is how happiness comes. You don't accept it, simply walk away. It should close. That fellow unnecessarily wasted his time. Nothing else.
Absolutely. Very rightly said. Venkat, first of all, I should, before I continue this, I really once again want to thank you because in Vizag, it's pouring, it's raining so heavily, but you promised to be in the session today and somehow you managed without you have electricity in your house, but still you are sitting out and talking to me. I think I'm so grateful for that, Venkat, that you kept up your words. And I think this is the greatest happiness I could see, that your words, your thoughts, and your action is all the same. So I'm really happy for this, that you are part of this such a good for the noble cause you have participated into the session. So thank you so much, Venkat. Would you like to add something to this particular session?
Yeah, this is my small contribution to you and to the very good work what you are doing for the old people and your Naya Disha Foundation. All this. If I can do more, I am always ready. Don't hesitate. If you say just, I am always just a phone call away from you. Just need anything, I'll be there. Okay.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
would love to help you. I would love to do whatever. I mean, give a helping hand. Not that probably I can do anything. Because I myself probably become an inmate of your home. I would love to. Okay, that may be better than doing anything. Maybe I can be inmate as well as I can manage that. Let us see. Once situation comes, I would love to do that. Okay.
Yeah, I feel the moral support, Venkat, is more important than any other support. It gives a lot of strength to people around, and there are many of us like me who are looking forward for such moral support. And I think they will, like me, will go ahead with their passion to make it to be worthwhile for the society and for themselves also. So thank you so much, Venkat. And let me talk to the audience now. I hope you have enjoyed this session. This is about our happiness, your happiness, and how you can keep yourself happy all the time. Now we have shared our own happiness. I want you all to let me know through your comments that what makes you happy, what keeps you happy, and what keeps that smile always on your face, as our Mr. Venkat always have on his face. So see you in the next session. And I would like to say that please do visit my website. It is eknaidishafoundation.org. And you can also listen to my podcast, which I mostly send it through Anchor. And this podcast contains a lot of storytelling materials with a lot of morals in it. So do listen to my podcast too. So see you soon. Till then, take care and be safe. Thank you so much.